Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Hey everyone, today, we're diving into a topic that can be tricky. How to request intimacy from a woman in a way that feels natural, respectful, and creates a deeper connection. Understanding the female psyche can be incredibly helpful in creating a more fulfilling relationship. I'll share key psychological insights to help you understand the dynamics of attraction and connection. Whether you're in a relationship or dating someone new, these tips will help you request intimacy the right way. The first thing to understand is that intimacy, especially for women, is often linked to emotional trust. Before you even think about physical intimacy, it's important to establish a deep emotional bond. Think of it like this: emotional intimacy is the foundation upon which physical intimacy can flourish. So how do you build emotional trust? It starts with being present, being a good listener, and showing genuine interest in her thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you create a safe space for her to open up, you're laying the groundwork for a deeper connection. Ask her questions that go beyond the surface level. Instead of just asking, "How was your day?" try, "What was the highlight of your day?" or "What's something you're looking forward to this week?" These types of questions show her that you're genuinely interested in her inner world. Another powerful way to build emotional trust is to be vulnerable yourself. Share your own thoughts and feelings even if they're not always perfect. This shows her that you trust her enough to be open and authentic with her, which in turn encourages her to do the same. Remember, building emotional trust takes time and effort. It's not something you can force or rush, but when you prioritize emotional connection, physical intimacy will become a natural and effortless extension of that bond. Invest in building that emotional foundation. It's the key to unlocking a deeper and more fulfilling level of intimacy in your relationships. Subtle nonverbal cues. Next up, let's talk about nonverbal communication. Sometimes your body language speaks louder than words. Women are highly intuitive and they pick up on subtle signals you send through your posture, touch, and eye contact. When you're with her, make sure your body language is open and inviting. Lean in when she's talking, maintain comfortable eye contact, and don't be afraid to gently touch her arm or shoulder during conversation. These subtle touches, when done right, can create a spark of physical connection without being overtly sexual. It's about building anticipation and letting her know you're physically attracted to her without being aggressive or forceful. Pay attention to her body language as well. Is she leaning in towards you, mirroring your movements? These are all good signs that she's feeling comfortable and receptive to your energy. On the other hand, if she's crossing her arms, avoiding eye contact, or leaning away, it's a sign that she might be feeling uncomfortable. Respect her space and adjust your approach accordingly. Nonverbal communication is a two-way street. By being mindful of your own body language and paying attention to hers, you can create a more comfortable and connected dynamic that paves the way for physical intimacy. Mastering the art of subtle nonverbal cues is like adding another layer of depth and intimacy to your interactions. It's about creating a magnetic pull that draws her in and makes her want to be closer to you. Frame it as mutual exploration. When it comes to requesting intimacy, one of the biggest psychological tricks is to frame it as a shared experience rather than a one-sided request. Women are more likely to feel comfortable when intimacy is presented as something you're both exploring together. Instead of putting the pressure on her by saying something like, "I want to be intimate with you," try shifting the focus to a shared experience. You could say something like, "I feel so connected to you right now, I'd love to see where this goes," or "Being close to you feels amazing, I wonder what it would be like to take it further." This subtle shift in language makes a world of difference. It takes the pressure off of her to make a decision and instead invites her to join you on a journey of exploration. It also creates a sense of excitement and anticipation. By framing it as a journey you're embarking on together, you're implying that there's more to discover, which can be incredibly alluring. Intimacy is a dance, not a race. It's about finding a rhythm that works for both of you and allowing the connection to deepen organically. When you approach it as a shared exploration, you create a sense of safety and trust that allows her to let go and enjoy the experience fully. Use the power of suggestion. Another effective psychological approach is the power of suggestion. Instead of directly requesting intimacy, use language that subtly suggests it without being too forward. This creates curiosity and intrigue, allowing her to come closer at her own pace. For example, instead of saying, "Can I kiss you?" try something like, "I can't stop thinking about kissing you," or "You look absolutely stunning tonight." I bet you get that a lot. These types of statements plant the seed in her mind without putting her on the spot. They create a playful tension and allow her to consider the possibility without feeling pressured. You can also use suggestive language to create a more sensual atmosphere. Describe how good she looks or smells, or compliment her on something specific that you find attractive. The key is to be subtle and playful. You're not trying to trick her into anything, but rather to create an environment where intimacy feels like a natural and exciting progression. By using the power of suggestion, you're tapping into her curiosity, her desire, and her imagination. Be patient and respect boundaries. Finally, let's talk about something absolutely crucial: patience and respect for boundaries. No matter how much chemistry you feel or how close you're getting, it's important to recognize that intimacy should always happen at a pace that both of you are comfortable with. If she seems hesitant or unsure, don't push it. Respect her boundaries and give her the space she needs. Forcing the issue will only damage the trust you've built. Remember, every woman is different, and what feels comfortable for one woman might not feel comfortable for another. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to intimacy. Pay attention to her verbal and non-verbal cues. If she's pulling away, avoiding eye contact, or giving you one-word answers, it's a clear sign that she's not feeling it. On the other hand, if she's leaning in, making eye contact, and engaging in conversation, it's a good sign that she's comfortable and potentially open to taking things further. The key is to be respectful, understanding, and above all, patient. Rushing the process will only lead to discomfort and potentially damage the connection you've worked so hard to build. Trigger emotional connection through shared experiences. Another key aspect of building intimacy is to trigger emotional connection through shared experiences. The more you share meaningful moments together, the stronger the bond becomes, and intimacy naturally follows. Think about it. What are some of the most memorable and intimate moments in your life? Chances are they involve shared experiences with people you care about. These experiences don't have to be extravagant or over the top. It could be something as simple as watching the sunset together, trying a new restaurant, or even just having a deep conversation. The key is to create moments that allow you to connect on a deeper level, to laugh together, to be vulnerable with each other, and to create lasting memories. When you share these types of experiences, you're not just creating memories, you're building a shared history. And that shared history becomes the foundation for a deeper and more meaningful connection. Plan dates that are outside of your comfort zones, try new things together, and most importantly, be present and engaged in the moment. Intimacy isn't just about physical touch, it's about connecting on a soul level. Shared experiences are the building blocks of that connection. Show vulnerability, finally. The last psychological trick is one that can be tough but incredibly powerful. Show vulnerability. Intimacy isn't just physical, it's about being open, showing your true self, and creating a space where both of you feel safe to express your emotions. Now, I know what you might be thinking: vulnerability? Isn't that a sign of weakness? But here's the thing: vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. It takes strength and self-awareness to be open and honest about your feelings, especially with someone you're attracted to. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable with a woman, you're showing her that you trust her enough to see the real you, flaws and all. And that level of trust can be incredibly attractive. Start by sharing something personal with her. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering, just something that gives her a glimpse into your inner world. Tell her about a time you felt scared or unsure of yourself. Talk about your dreams and aspirations, even if they seem far-fetched. The key is to be genuine and authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not, just be yourself and let her see the real you. Intimacy thrives in an environment of safety and trust, and vulnerability is the key to creating that environment. When you're both able to let your guard down and be yourselves, that's when true connection happens. So, take a deep breath, be brave, and allow yourself to be vulnerable. You might be surprised at how much closer it brings you to the woman you desire. Build deeper connections. So there you have it. Some key psychological tricks to help you request intimacy from a woman in a way that feels natural, respectful, and truly meaningful. Remember, it's about building emotional trust, using subtle cues, and creating shared experiences that foster deeper connection. These tips aren't about manipulation or trickery. They're about understanding the female psyche and using that knowledge to create stronger, more fulfilling relationships. When you approach intimacy with empathy, respect, and a genuine desire to connect, you're setting the stage for something truly special. If you found this helpful, drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to try first. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.